you gonna wear tonight?
The green wig right there.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna look so good under the lights. You better turn.
For the time being, let's talk about a video called Sin of Pride. The Sin of Pride consists of different genders, or as they call it, LGBTQ. There are many of those people in our generation now, but others will not simply accept them because of their genders, and they are frequently discriminated against that certain matter.
LGBTQ plus community has always been referred to as plague or salad by the community.
I think that the non-peaceful situation occurred because the LGBTQ plus is not exactly widely accepted by many.
The film State of Pride tells that LGBTQ individuals are still facing discrimination even after this day, in their work, community, and religion. They are still a victim of discrimination and stereotyping due to their sexual orientation and gender identity.
So first, the non-peaceful situations occurred when the LGBTQ plus chose to come out to people, asking for the acceptance or to be known at least in the world.
The 1960s, people aren't welcoming to the LGBT community. They were perceived as someone who does not belong to society and how they should be rejected.
Even though the members of the community continue to fight for their rights.
The film State of Pride changed my perspective about gays or lesbian. It makes me realize all the troubles, struggles, efforts they had to sacrifice just for accepting themselves.
LGBTQ had to fight for their rights and years to let them express themselves. People in their early years had already realized what or who they really are in terms of their sexual orientation. The LGBT community should also fight for their rights, as they are also human who needed acceptance for who they are.
But they make far more economic contributions to society, as providing entertainment and arts. Not only that, but the LGBT people provides freedom and comfort to those around them, especially if it's one of their kind where they have been also part of the LGBT community.
Imagining what the LGBTQ plus community felt when they were rejected.
Facing those criticisms and discrimination affects their learning as well as their mental health because they get scared to show themselves, eventually leading them to avoid interacting from other students for their own safety from bullying.
How hard it was for them to battle the hatred and discrimination towards them.
The film also tackles the religion where the traditional religious beliefs and rejection in religion are the conflict faced by the LGBTQIA plus community. The idea of same-sex relationships or marriage is not welcome in a lot of religions in the world. The prohibition of homosexuality causes conflict to an individual about their religious and homosexual thought that lead to depression that may lead to suicidal thoughts.
And how difficult it was for them to come out of their closet.
Resolving the conflict was important to the society and its institutions because it would help us to be one just by understanding each side.
This is a sensitive issue since it involves a group of people and it involves several gay rights issues.
Discrimination in healthcare, education, and employment, victims of attacks and violence, rejection of religion and family, marriage equality, basic civil rights and laws that will protect the people in LGBTQIA+ from discrimination, attacks, and violence are needed to solve the conflict faced by the people.
However, the topic made me realize things that maybe I didn't understand back then. It made me love and adore gay communities more. I absolutely respect them for fighting for their freedom and rights.
This is a well-known issue around the world, and it is time for a change in terms of other people's rights. There are also people who live, work, and go about their daily lives, but others have taken those freedom away from them. They feel constrained in the place where they do not feel like they belong, but that must be changed. As a student, I believe it is essential to gain a better understanding of others and to learn more about them, because we wouldn't want that kind of personality spreading in our society. Those LGBT people aren't doing anything wrong.
As a student, we should learn about LGBTQ and how to interact with them so we could understand them better. A gender is all a sexual preference. It does not define who you are.
For raising their voices, their flag, and their color. There are a lot of gay rights issues that are needed to be resolved. People should start recalibrating their minds and accept the gay community as a member of society.
Pride is when the Stonewall riots took place. It is an important protest that changed gay rights around the world. Through their celebrations, march, and parades, they are able to feel accepted in the community and to promote equality and self-affirmation.
This will prevent further damage to the society itself and the people involved in this matter. The world has seen so many prejudices and discrimination that changed or took the lives of the persons involved in it. The issues being addressed are helpful as they could serve as an eye-opener to anyone who believes that being a part of the LGBTQ+ community is wrong, or anyone who believes that they shouldn't be accepted in society. As a student, it helped me to understand better what LGBTQ+ is, how they were affected by the rejection of the society, how they fought for their freedom and rights, how they use their voice to help each other, and how they use their family as a source of strength and confidence. As I stated earlier, it made me realize and understand everything that wasn't crystal clear to me. I realized that coming out to your family isn't easy at all, especially when you have that mindset where you think that your family will not accept your gender or they might drive you away.
We should be open-minded and not just judge people because of their gender. Respect is one of the important virtues, so we should respect everyone regarding their gender, color, or race.
Now, I just wanted to say to all the gays, lesbians, transgenders, bisexuals, or whatever your gender is, be confident and ignore those people bringing you down. Don't be afraid of coming out, and there are so many people who will accept who you are and what you are.
Lastly, I want to say that we live in a modern society. This sudden rise of LGBT people are part of our modernization. We evolve, we change, and sometimes we must accept those changes.